There's no doubt that whales are capable of some truly remarkable feats. But one question always seems to come up. How deep can whales dive? You might think that if you were to ask a marine biologist, they'd tell you that it's impossible to say because not all whales have been studied, and there are so many different species. But what if I told you that scientists do have an estimate? Not just any estimate, an actual record. They know how deep a whale has actually managed to dive, and the answer will probably surprise you. It's not like we do and know how deep whales can dive, because they caw and get very deep without coming up for air. We've actually known for quite a while that the deepest diving whales can dive deeper than the Titanic lies. That ship sank to the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean in 1911 and rests at a depth of about 3,800 meters. This is just shy of 12,500 feet, which is really deep. But despite that being incredibly deep, we know that whales can dive deeper than that. Because in 1990, a sperm whale was tracked diving 2,400 meters, or about 7,874 feet before resurfacing. The track was made possible by a device attached to the whale's dorsal fin that recorded its movements over a 32-hour period. Since then, scientists have had a baseline to work from. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions about how deep whales can dive. For one thing, that record was set by a single whale. There could be another whale out there that dives even deeper. We just haven't found it yet. There is also the fact that there are many different species of whales, and the sperm whale is not the deepest diving species. The title of deepest diving whale goes to the northern bottlenose whale. This whale dives an average of 1,000 meters, or about 3,281 feet every time it takes a breath. That's much deeper than the 780 feet that the sperm whale typically dives when breathing. But those numbers are averages. It's entirely possible that some northern bottlenose whales can dive deeper than some sperm whales. So there are a lot of factors to consider. With all of that said, it's safe to say that the whales are capable of diving more than 2,400 meters. Scientists are pretty confident in saying that some whales can dive at least this deep because of another piece of evidence besides the tracked whale. There's also the issue of sound. When a whale dives, the pressure around it changes. As the whale dives deeper, the pressure of the water increases dramatically. Eventually, the pressure is so great that the whale's lungs collapse. When they resurface, the whales need to exhale before taking another breath. Scientists know this because they can listen to whales breathing through their skin, their blowholes. The deeper a whale dives, the longer it needs to wait before exhaling again. Even though whales have special adaptations to help them dive and stay underwater longer, they still need to surface eventually. So scientists can use how long it takes for a whale to resurface to get an idea of how deep it dove. By using both of these methods, scientists estimate that whales can dive as deep as 3,300 meters, or about 10,800 feet. However, scientists are still looking for more evidence. One of the main reasons it's been hard to study how deep whales can dive is that, well, they live in the ocean, and the ocean is really big. Tracking devices are also tricky because if a whale dives super deep, the device may not survive the intense pressure. Despite these challenges, scientists are determined to learn more about how deep whales can dive and what adaptations they use to survive the intense pressures at those depths. So back to the original question, how deep can whales dive? At least 2,400 meters, or 7,874 feet, maybe even deeper. Now you know. Hit the like button for more fun science facts every day.